I was so dumb, but I hopped on a plane, almost drove right back to the 541. Shitty U-turn on the freeway, you turn me from a fiend to a way to you fun. I can wait in the sun for a little, but it's been real gray, and tonight it's a nice C1. I can wait in the cold for a while at the reason.
Look at us all well lit and stuff.
I was so dumb, but I hopped on a plane, almost drove
fucking
right back.
blinding.
Yeah, we look
Got
good.
that got that Christy gnome fucking light on you.
Man, it's like we're a semi-professional outfit here. I said semi. I'm all about semis. I don't know what that means.
You're just a big rig guy, right?
Yeah. No, that's it. Freightliner. There you go. Yeah, people in our chat, the emojis, like the animojis or whatever, those should all be approved and available for you now. So if you're a subscriber, you have access to some like pretty cool animated ones. And if you're just a normal, then I don't know what's wrong with you. Subscribe, but
are you guys on like Twitch or Discord?
Yeah.
I don't even know what do you got.
Yeah.
What do you want?
Yeah, I'm talking about Twitch.
Okay.
What? You're still trying to figure out what Twitch is after we've been on Twitch for like over a year. I'm pretty sure now.
Why?
So we can get money. What do you mean why? God, why do we do anything?
Life isn't about all money.
The hell
okay?
it isn't.
Sometimes it's about the art. I mean,
seriously.
Yo.
You ever watch Rudy?
Yo, we've been doing the art for like 15 years. It's time to get actual money.
15.
Yeah, 15. I mean, there's like a 10-year break. So what?
Yeah.
just a little hiatus.
Yeah, that's what we'll call it.
Sabbatical, if you may.
Ski, are you talking in like an empty like airport hangar?
I mean, more or less.
Yeah, what do you have
Seems
against
very
airport
echoey.
hangars?
No, is it just me or is it very echoey tonight?
No, I think it's just his headset because he used to use the Bluetooth thing, and it's just a little different.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Having microphone issues.
Okay.
Gotcha.
So.
Okay.
This is an old gaming headset I used to use.
It looks like an old gaming
man.
headset.
The racial slurs you used to say in that.
Oh man, the like playing GTA with Ski was rough. He was one of those guys who would have like the really loud rap music in, like he'd put his headphones like right next to the really loud rap music, and then he would randomly like pick up his headset when he shot you, and then he would just call you the N-word over and over again, and then say he was having sex with your mom. But you know that's
it tracks.
That's part of the course. Ski probably was having sex with your mom, you guys. I'm putting it out there.
I was never a COD guy, so I don't know
sorry,
the
what
full
guy?
Call of Duty.
Oh, COD. Oh, COD.
COD.
Okay, I thought you said something
COD.
else. All right, sorry.
So I was never a full like in the trenches of gaming, racist, sexist shit.
No, it
There are
was.
some peripheral games I played, but not as bad as what sounds like Call of Duty.
Dude, it was Grand Theft Auto. Grand Theft Auto was like, if you ever play GTA Online, it is a shit show. So I'll just put that out there. I'm curious, like chat, what are your experience with games that were like that? Because I've never been a super online gamer. Never really done the shooter thing. I've like dabbled, but I am curious. Like, have you guys ever really hopped into that?
Yeah, I used to play it when PS3 first came out and like online shit became like the standard.
Yeah.
The first game they came out with was called Resistance Fall of Man.
Oh,
PlayStation.
Yeah.
And it was like the biggest shooter that came out. Yeah, and I played that heavy and played with some guys that one happened to be black and even though he probably could have been white and probably would have got the same amount of racial slurs thrown at him, but it was fairly heavy his way.
And I feel like you get called that even if you're not a black guy.
That's what I was saying. They didn't even know if he was probably black or not, but he was.
Yeah. WCP says, longtime vet of first-person shooters, Battlefield series. I have a couple buddies who play Battlefield too. Yeah. Lot of racial slurs getting thrown around on there. I'm just gonna assume yes. You know, like you can answer, but I think we know. I think we know what's going on right now. I think we know how this
King,
works.
you have children. You have children that are
Racist.
teenage years that are playing these games. Are you hearing wild shit when they're playing too? Or
No, it's crazy because I don't hear racial stuff. It's just screeching. It's just
high pitch, like
that's like the thing.
That's the thing.
But
yeah.
when my oldest plays college football online, if he has someone with the audio going, that's where it's racist. That shit gets racist. But they're like first person shooter or Fortnite and all that. It's just a lot of weird, excruciating screeching.
which
It's terrible.
I mean, it probably is that worse than N bombs getting thrown all over the place?
Well, I mean, it hurts my.
Yeah.
I mean, to be honest, I'd probably rather hear the N-word. Doesn't hurt my ear as much. I'm kidding. It's a joke.
By the way,
but the screech.
By the way, that clip.
The screeching is crazy annoying. It's crazy annoying.
That clip you took about talking about your gay cousin last week, like I shared that with some people, and they're just like, it's same as me. It was so good.
He said it was a joke.
It was so good. Oh my god, the timing of it was so perfect, man. Oh, good lord. Let's see. So Booble says used to watch his friend play Halo online, and that was insane with all the slurs.
That was the Xbox version of it. Yeah.
We used to just say fucked up shit to our friends who were in the room playing GoldenEye. Yeah, but that's just like you yelling racial slurs, you know?
I don't remember a bunch of racial slurs.
Not racial, but we did
GoldenEye.
call people the F word all the time, though, back then.
Oh, my God.
yeah.
FAG or F.
F clap
Asterisk
F clap
G.
G.
Yeah.
No, remember that was the thing, right? Didn't who did that? Like Steak did that or something, where you do like the clap for each like letter or something like that.
I mean, it was funny because again, wrong, bad,
totally
bad on us.
No, we learned better as we got older.
We rationalized it. We're like, well, we didn't say the GOT part.
No,
you could see the first three letters and be kind of joking.
Yeah,
you did all six.
Yeah, King, you would do that with the other one too. You'd be like, we didn't go hard R, so it's okay.
That one I actually didn't. I didn't. That one always made me uncomfortable.
Yeah.
The F word, guilty as charged. The N word,
no.
Nope. I was always scared someone was gonna SWAT was gonna swoop it through the windows and be like, "You just said it with a hard R.
Yeah,
you're dead."
Yes.
Didn't like it.
Well, you might get like a medal now if you do that.
Medal of Freedom.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Trump would give you a Medal of Freedom for sure. Yeah. Booble said he's more of a soft A guy himself. All right. I mean, admitting that. Okay. All right. I am neither judge, jury, nor executioner here. So you put that out into the universe is going to do the work for you. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Nutian checking in and saying he's back. Did he miss anything good? Look at how well we're lit, my guy. This is thanks to you, my guy. Big ups to Nutian FKD for the lighting for King and I. You can see it makes a difference. Ski said no, by the way. So just
speaking of being lit.
Speaking of being lit. It's lit.
Speaking of being lit. So it's graduation week, blah, 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 high school, middle school, elementary school, all this stuff. So today I came home from work. Everyone had their garage doors open. I had to make the rounds to a couple homes, so I'm a little lit. So
yep.
If I get a little racist, blame it on the jungle juice. Speaking of jungle, what about those jungle bunnies? I'm kidding. That was. I'm sorry.
Okay, what about the jungle juice?
Are people still drinking jungle juice?
Yeah,
Yes.
This is how you know This is how you know you're old.
Yeah.
It was in like a very tiny punch bowl. Like,
It wasn't in a garbage can.
no, it was in a very small, ornate punch bowl.
I seem to remember a bathtub or a cooler,
Yeah.
and then
like-
randomly poured bottles, like the whole bottle. Nobody was
take one
measuring
ladle.
anything. Yeah.
Yeah.
A ladle. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
I seem to also remember red cups, probably like red cups that were like on the floor. You'd have to just pick one up, and you're dealing with whatever bacteria you get that night.
Like, would you guys play beer pong now?
Yeah, I have a
Like, no, I mean, like, you're just throwing ping pong balls off the table into full, red cups of booze.
I have a guys
You would do that?
guys trip here in like a month, and that is something I brought up to them. I was like, we have not played beer pong in many years. Like, we got to do this, and so I'm working on it. I'm working on convincing them, dude. Like, okay, give me your opinion on this. In our 40s, like, can't do what we used to be able to do. I mean, some of us can. Some of us aren't soft, but whatever. So their suggestion is to like have water as well as beer. So like beer and water in the cups. I'm like, that's not the game. Like, that's not the game. The game is beer pong, not water beer pong. Like, what are we doing?
Water cup was only to clean off the ping pong ball because
Exactly
it was
that.
getting fucking filthy.
See, that's how I know we're old. That's how I know we're old, because college kids today, they throw it in the water and they have a separate thing. I know this because my wife's youngest sister recently graduated from UP. And when we do family events, all this stuff a couple times, nope, it is you designate drinks on the side and you just throw it into a cup full of water. But those, you don't drink from them because someone got staph in the dorm room and died. And so she doesn't do it. Oh, back in my day, no one got staph and died.
That never occurred to me. And that's
Yeah.
that's actually a really good idea.
Yeah. It's a lot cleaner.
Yeah. Huh.
Wait,
Yeah.
are they drinking the correct amount of booze at least?
That's
Yes.
the thing, too.
Yeah,
All
the
right,
correct
all right.
amount is still going down. It's just the red solo cups you bounce or throw into are just dummies with water.
Part
That's
of,
lying the side
part,
up.
of making the shot was they had to drink a gross glass, so especially if you don't clean off the. That was
Yeah, like you
Yeah.
part of losing is you can get a staph infection. Don't lose.
Yeah. Well, yeah,
get it.
like back when we played, it was like you played beer pong or King's Cup.
Yeah.
You thought like, shit, the only thing that could go wrong is I puke. Whatever.
Yeah. I've
10
puked,
days, no
I've
one will
puked
remember.
light beer many times before. It'll be okay.
Yeah, apparently now with the youth's staph infections or whatever the fuck it was is
all
a
the
thing.
rage now.
Yeah, that they're concerned about. Yeah.
I love that. Staph infections are all the rage with the kids nowadays.
Yeah, I mean, I'm just saying, we were in college. We would have fought through COVID. We still would have stayed in college.
Yeah. Kick COVID's ass. Like, what are we talking
They
about?
would have spit loogies on our faces because we're so tough.
Try to stop me from walking, I'm going to walk all over COVID. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Forget
yeah.
that.
Yeah.
Losers whine about getting staph. Winners clear the table, says Booble. Goddamn right.
I had staph in 2023.
Oh, nice.
It's not fun.
Oh,
Yeah, my
okay.
leg.
Oh, it's a bummer. All right.
Yeah. Yeah.
What is that? It's just like a hole in your leg? Like, what happens?
So like the year before, went out to Bend for Labor Day weekend. Thought it was a bug bite. For about a year, I just ignored it, and then it crawled on my leg, and I had a staph infection in my leg. That was sick.
Yes.
That was rad.
That's rad. Is it like painful and like it?
I'm gonna send some pictures into our Gen Pop
Okay.
just right now, just so people can just see.
In our Discord. Okay.
Yeah, in our Discord. Just
All right, all right.
carry on, keep talking.
Okay. So by the way, I'll go ahead and introduce the podcast while we're at it, since you mentioned the Discord.
Oh no, I'll do it in our episodes. Sorry, episodes.
Okay.
Sorry.
All right. Cool.
That's it.
Yeah.
All right.
So
Me.
There you go. That's the channel within our Discord. So join our Discord, Sports Brewery there. It's the best place to give us movie suggestions, give us list ideas. We do a list at the end of the podcast. Also, by the way, we're going to do like something new this episode. Ski's been doing some work, and we're going to do something new because it's I think it's going to be pretty cool. Anyway, our Twitch, by the way, is twitch.tv/TSBpod. Become a subscriber to our Twitch, and you have access to cool emojis. They're like animated and stuff or whatever. Also, it's a way to help me pay off the monthly fee that it costs to post this podcast. And that's pretty, again, as long as we make that, breaking even, like that works for this podcast, I feel like. Anything extra is fantastic, and thank you again for all the follows that got us to this point to be able to do that, and for the people who subscribed already. It's fucking rad. Really appreciate Duck Duck Chef and Nuttian for like donating some to people. It's just really cool. So again, twitch.tv/TSBpod, and if you miss our streams, you can watch those on YouTube because I post them on there. Again, I mentioned movie podcast. Our movie this week is Ski's movie, and it is Hot Shots. You might remember that we reviewed Hot Shots Part 2. Spoiler, we didn't like it very much, and we watched Part 1, and we're going to talk about it on Sunday. So,
this is to honor our country and our president this weekend.
Yeah.
Big birthday is coming up, so I went patriotic. No.
Picture sent.
We really need to honor Lloyd Bridges. That's what we need to do.
Oh God, that's who we need to be naming like forts and bases after, Lloyd Bridges.
Amen.
I got to be honest. I thought the military parade was like a joke until like 10 days ago. I did. That's even ridiculous for old Prezi T. And nope, it's not.
I did see it's potentially
we're North Korea.
It potentially get canceled because of weather this weekend as well.
Oh, that would be a shame.
Be fitting.
Well, are people gonna sit at home and watch this military parade?
Dude, this is gross.
If you love America, you would.
This is
You
gross.
like that? That's terrible.
Listener or viewer, I'm looking at the staph infection pictures in our Discord. Now's a bad time to join our Discord. That looks like a bummer.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, had it for like 2 years. And the doc's like, here's some ointment.
I'm going to take this
and then
whole...
finally they're like, oh, shit.
I'm going to take this whole,
you've had staph this whole time.
Sanitary stuff with beer pong seriously now. So thank you for your service. Sheesh.
You're welcome.
Sheesh. All right, sorry, I interrupted something. What were you talking about? I'm sure it's
just important. Loving America. That's all that matters.
Yeah. Okay, where to start? Is there like sports?
You have NBA finals,
hockey going on. Will you tell me? Because in our Discord, the Degens thing has been very, busy with chatter, and I don't know what anything you're saying means. Because is golf happening? Like, are you watching golf?
U.S. Open started today.
And you're watching it.
If you could find it, it's actually U.S. Open's pretty good on coverage compared to the other tournaments. But yeah, you can watch it. Yeah, it's on USA.
One could watch it.
One could watch it if they wanted to.
Okay. And you do this, like you and the guys in the Discord, like do that. You watch it. You watch golf.
Usually on weekends. When it actually matters. Thursday rounds, I don't really watch. Friday, probably not a lot either. But Saturday, Sunday, if it's good, yeah.
Okay.
Locked in all day. Just watching golf.
Once the leaders tee off.
Okay.
So that's, late. Like
4.5 hours.
God, some of those rounds could take a while. But yeah, it's also, it's a Sunday, so, you're off, outside and do some shit for 20, 30 minutes. Come back in, you missed 2 holes. Oh, you sit and watch for another 20 minutes. Oh, you got something else. So you're not.
Yeah.
It's not really like a sit and watch every hole until the last handful of holes.
What would be a situation where you would do that, King? Like where you would sit down and like watch golf for an extended period of time?
Probably if I was kidnapped by ISIS and they made me do it.
Yeah.
I don't like watching golf.
One of the ices, yeah. Vanilla ice.
I just don't like watching golf.
So I was thinking, like, I think the only way I would do it is if I were in a country club and, like, at a bar with some other people and golf is on the TV because you're at a fucking country club, obviously. I think that's what I would do. I would have to be drinking heavily at the time, and there would have to be other people sitting with me. Because golf is boring as shit. Like,
but anything if you have money on it. And golf is the very rare sport like horse racing to where, each individual player has different odds. And if you have a guy that has longer odds and he's, tied for the lead or a stroke behind or ahead going towards the end, it's maybe the biggest sweat you could get in betting on sports. Just like horse racing. It's the thrill of betting it's the best sport for it. If your guy is involved
golf
in it.
is.
Yes.
Okay.
And then the other end of that is, I can get people like probably people would like you would say same thing about hockey. I bet watching it live, like going to like the Get Wasted Management Open, would be a fucking thrill. You just get bombed. Yeah. Everyone's excited. You don't really have to pay attention to, if you're watching basketball, you got to pay attention the whole fucking time. Yeah, you go dick around.
Yeah, I mean, you
can't.
It
takes you 10 minutes to get a beer.
You can't really, because like you either okay, so PGA Tour. Booble asking, would you ever go to a PGA tourney in person? Swoosh says he would. I probably would, but like
I go to a round.
But so when you go there, do you follow people or do you stand in a spot and just see whoever comes through?
I would post up on a hole.
Okay. Do you have a choice? I don't know.
I bet there's probably because it's probably got to be a separate ticket to sit in the grandstands on the big hole.
Yeah. But then you're just like you're sitting there waiting all day, right? Like
you get to see every golfer that way, though, is the thing.
Yeah,
instead of just
eventually.
One group. Eventually, yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
I don't know. I've never thought about what's the best choice. I mean, if this was prime Tiger back in like the early 2000s, I'd follow Tiger's group around.
Yeah.
But now it's like, I'd sit on a hole.
Because that was the thing in our Discord. Like somebody shared a link to like Masters. You could do the lottery thing or whatever.
You got to get the lottery
tickets.
for it.
Yeah. And I was all set to fill it out. I literally just had to hit submit, and I was like, do I really want to do this?
I mean the Masters. But if you're the one in a million,
I know,
you gotta go.
I hear you.
You gotta go.
I hear you.
Yeah.
But I was also like, it's gonna be a lot of money. Like, yes, the tickets aren't really that much themselves, but like flying there, staying there, prices are jacked up, like all of that stuff.
I mean, where you stay. You're not staying in Augusta, that's for sure.
It's a once in a lifetime thing. I fully understand that. I just couldn't justify it. Maybe not yet. Maybe I'll do it in like 15 years or something. Assuming there's still golf in 15 years. There's still like a society in 15 years. Who knows?
Oh, it's the same thing. Would you spend the money to go see Bayern Munich? I don't know, a fucking soccer team.
Fair.
Because that's, an investment money-wise to go see an event like that. That's what the Masters is.
Fair enough. Okay,
I know King. I'm not sure if King would.
What?
Would you pay money to go to a European soccer?
Your Spurs?
I mean, my Hotspurs?
Would you go see your Hotspurs?
I'd love to see Eric Kane at Tottenham Hotspur Stadium.
He doesn't play for them anymore.
Oh, he doesn't?
Oh, did nobody tell you? Oh.
When did that happen?
Like a year and a half ago.
Nice try. Liar. Not true.
Fake news.
Don't believe you.
Eric Kane.
Is Sonny still on the team?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah,
Well,
they're pretty bad now, I think.
they're really bad.
Yeah,
They're really bad.
They really fell off when Harry Kane left.
Really bad.
Yeah.
They're really bad.
And it's funny because they have like
they just win some tournament.
They have
thing?
like this
Wasn't that
$1
the-
billion stadium too. It's crazy. Like it's crazy.
They're like 17th in the table.
The table.
They're terrible.
This
They're
guy
terrible.
gets it. This guy's been watching the Wrexham show, man. This guy, the lingo, he's on it. Still a really good show, by the way. That Wrexham show. Yeah.
I stopped watching it once I knew everything that would happen.
Yeah, I get it.
Yeah.
I get it. It's still entertaining though. Yeah. They had a whole episode.
I'm sure.
They had a whole episode about how people call him Disney FC, and they it was pretty funny. Yeah. It's a lot of Rob and Ryan this season. It's very Rob and Ryan heavy, which it probably should be if they want people to keep watching. Okay, any finals, NBA finals you want to hit on?
My thought on the finals.
Pacers up 2-1. Go ahead.
No, please give me your in-depth finals take.
That is my
Honestly,
take.
I want to hear it.
That is my take.
Literally,
I was setting the table for the listener in case they haven't been following. Oh shit.
No.
My bad.
He gone.
Oh.
That take was too. Braga's take was too hot for King.
Yeah,
It was
too hot.
Too hot.
Run away. Run away.
My finals take is NBA has got to stop. So we're olds, right? We're all old.
Certainly.
If you're here, you're either old or old adjacent. You know what I mean?
Started playing pickleball, bro. I'm old.
Yeah. It used to be if it was the conference finals or whatever, or just even the first round, there'd be on the floor, it would say playoffs. And in the finals, it would say, 1995 NBA finals, blah, blah. And COVID came. And it was a little bit before COVID because before that, they did the Larry O'Brien trophy at midcourt, and someone slipped on that big-ass sticker, and they kind of toned it down. And then COVID came, and they realized, we can just superimpose all these logos, right? And so I think it was 2021. Went to Game 4, Nuggets Blazers, right? First round. There's no playoff signage on the floor, and I'm like, it's COVID-y still, so got it. But even now, since then, they don't put finals stuff on the floor, and it's been a thing. And so Game 1 came, and NBA Twitter bullied the shit out of the NBA. They're like, there's nothing that says finals except for, like, every once in a while they'll say finals presented by YouTube TV on the court. It's all superimposed. So in Game 2, they showed these little tiny Larry O'Brien trophies on each side of the court. And Twitter killed the NBA. At NBA, this shit fucking sucks. Fuck you. Make this shit look right. Blah, blah, blah. So in the second half of Game 2, what do? They came back with the old school font that said NBA Finals, the old cursive, right?
Yeah, it's fantastic.
And it's just insane to me that they just don't put that signage on the court. Because I've seen pictures from all the games, whether they were in Oklahoma City or in Indiana, right, in Game 3. The signage is not on the court. It just looks like a regular season game. It's like if you went to a finals game or a Super Bowl or a Final Four or whatever, and there's nothing on the field that you can see from the stands that says this is the championship. That's whack. It's so whack. And this shows how old I am. I'm saying whack for a third time because I'm old and whack, but that shit is whack.
Word to your mother.
Put the signage on the court. Make it say NBA Finals.
Where's the fanfare? I mean, come on.
It's insane.
That's part of it.
It's so bad. Like, and no one likes the Super Bowl logos, but at least there's something on the field that tells you this is important. Or the AFC or NFC championship games. They paint that little logo on the field. It's crazy that the NBA is just like, we're still kind of COVID-y, right? Are we not? Are we not? Let's just superimpose.
They're just being cheap. They're being cheap. Because
that's what it feels like, right?
They change like you said, they changed the floor in the second half. They're like, oh, if we want to, change something up, if, Rob and IT can do it in 30 seconds instead of having, a union worker go on there and lay that sticker down on that floor.
That's what it is. Trump's America, anti-union. That's it. He's influencing everything, you guys. Cleaning it up, clean up this wasteful spending that the NBA was doing on those court logos, you guys.
I do miss
cleaning up everything. Adam Silver throws around a lot of money. I'm not okay with it. Famous waster of money, Adam Silver.
Oh, yeah. I do miss the 90s the cursive NBA finals.
It's so good.
It was perfect too, and they just would slightly tweak it year to year,
because it was perfect.
Yeah, because it was perfect.
Yeah. No, it's terrible. It just I watch these games and I'm like, it looks like a regular season game because it's so annoying when you can in the regular season, whatever. Who cares? They're all greedy now after COVID, and they realize this technology. But in the finals, when you see someone run by that superimposed Larry O'Brien trophy, and they get pixelated as they run by, it's like, this is the finals. Yeah. That looks so tacky.
And the problem,
it's so tacky.
It's Pacers and Thunder too. You can't make Pacers Thunder feel like a regular season game because, I'm already barely interested. And so you got to give the fanfare. You have to. That's what I mean. It's already the lowest watched NBA Finals ever. Let's
outside of COVID,
at least make an attempt. Hey.
Yeah.
Woof.
Yeah.
It's not they have enough time. There's a game every 5 days now. They play 4 games in 5 days, and the finals, let's give them 4 days off each game. They have time to set up the floor any way they want and have it fine.
Weird.
It's annoying. I don't like it.
It's weird.
And
is that putting you off the series as well?
Yeah, that's what's doing it.
Well, I didn't watch the first 2 games.
Sure. Yeah.
But I did watch some of Game 3. I watched the last 40 minutes of last night's game, maybe. Yeah, probably more of the last 10. But, But again, I just don't like the courts. So.
Oh, no, this rolls right into Oregon basketball, right? That's why you didn't watch the Ducks, is because the court was ugly and
the court is fine now.
Yeah.
It used to be ugly. It's fine now.
No, they fixed it, so now you will watch the Ducks. Yeah, that's totally.
Listen.
Yeah.
Ski and I are the losers who go to Duck basketball games.
Seriously. You guys are dumb.
Yeah, well, I was I could sit in the 100 level for $7. So
yeah.
Hey, they're natty next year, man.
Yeah.
Natty bound.
Yeah.
Okay, Ski, are you ready? Are you ready for your thing?
Do it?
So we're going to introduce a new thing for our podcast. And I'll let Ski introduce it, but we've been talking about it being a separate thing as well, where Ski and King could join too, just Ski, whatever. And he does what he's about to do. You want to talk about it?
Well, this isn't weekly as of yet. This is
not yet.
If I get a hold of something cool, then I'll do it. But so.
So what's the idea?
Well, let me hit this, and then this.
Oh, let's see if it works.
All right.
Hey, is that cocaine? Looks like cocaine.
Whoa! What are you hitting?
Those are light.
Oh, those are lights. All
right. God, it's weird. This is going backwards. Yeah, there it is.
It literally looks like lines on a glass table.
So I gotta. Here we go. Let's bust this open. God,
Dude, we just got affiliate on Twitch, man. You're gonna get us fucking busted.
no. But first, I want to show you guys this. So I was just rummaging through shit because, like I said, I've been cleaning out my garage. Found boxes of old cards.
Like baseball
so
cards?
I've been going baseball cards.
Yeah,
and
okay,
basketball too. But so I found these old gems. Old M's greats.
Kevin Apier?
Kevin Apier.
Let's go.
Yeah. Eric David. There's a guy, see if you guys know who. You got Flash Gordon, Schmitty, Sweeney, the Hammer.
Jesus, dude.
Bob Hamlin?
Yep, Brian McRae.
Dude, what is this pack? Like, where are these from?
That's a good question. Ortega. I think they were just produced, like the M's handed them out.
Ortega,
for like
isn't that like the tortilla company?
Salsa?
Like,
I mean,
salsa,
yeah,
right?
do you not see that logo?
Oh, dude, that's it. That's it.
Yeah, 100 years of minor league baseball. That's like a special. But I found this guy. Who is this guy? Greg Luzinski.
Here, hold on
you
a
heard
little
of Greg Luzinski. Look at his face.
He looks like an AI-generated face.
He does.
Let's see what it said. His nickname was The Bull. The Phillies' #1 pick in 1968.
68. I was gonna have like,
so
can I guess what year he was from? I was gonna say like the 40s or something.
Yeah, so we gotta. Whenever we start talking M's greats, we gotta remember Greg Luzinski.
That's not a real picture. Like, did they not have a real picture?
I mean, they're all kind of
Are
caricatures.
they all drawn? Oh, they are.
Yeah, they're all drawn too. Yeah, so
okay.
Damn. Luzinski had an insane year in
baller.
1975.
Ooh, 75, all right.
For the Phillies.
Yeah.
34 bombs, 120 ribbies.
Let's go.
And hit 300.
That's why he got
That's
his own,
insane.
That's why he got his own card, bro.
But all right, so I went to the flea market on Sunday. Flea market is a wild place, by the way.
Like,
where was this flea market at?
It's down at the fairgrounds where the M Stadium should have been built. It's where they keep the animals during the fair.
Gotcha.
In that building, right?
The dilapidated building that's like falling down.
Yes, it's falling. Yes.
Yeah. Okay. All right.
So they just have people bring whatever and set up their booths.
Real quick,
And I found-
Booble wondering how it's possible we didn't sing the line song, which is a good point. The line.
In a minute. It's been a minute. Lines.
If I could get
It's
this
been
slower.
a while.
This doesn't fucking up, doesn't it?
It has been a while.
I thought I had it up. I did.
It has been a while. I love this, by the way. Ski like doing like hand puppets.
I have to talk with my hands right now. That's all I got because I don't have my.
I love it. No, genuinely.
So I was rummaging around there, found some other interesting things, but I found this and thought you guys and probably some of the people in here would enjoy it. It's a 1991 WCW wrestling pack.
Let's go. And it's unopened.
Unopened. It's got a lid. It's partially open, but cards are what they were from 91.
Let's go.
And this cost me a whopping $1. So there are some big money cards in this thing.
This guy's about to pull out some heat.
I'm trying to think. Were you guys watching wrestling in '91? That's like
a little before. Yeah,
little before. Yeah, before my time.
It only got cool like later, like that was like the mid '90s.
There might be some gems in there, like Ultimate Warrior and like Hogan and stuff.
Jake the Snake.
Yeah.
Oh, shit, there's a shit ton of cards here. How many does it say?
Ted DiBiase.
Brutus Beefcake.
Yeah, it doesn't say how many cards. All right, but we'll go. Oh, I mean, this has the first one. Fucking Stinger.
Let's go.
Look at that face right there.
Oh, that's too good.
I mean, if this isn't worth $5s of dollars, I'll be shocked.
Is Stinger alive or dead?
He's
definitely alive.
Yeah.
I think he is still wrestling, by the way. I think he is.
So Sting, does it list height and weight on there? Is that what that says?
It does. 6'3", 262.
That's great.
So favorite hold, the Scorpion Deathlock.
Sting is still alive.
Yeah,
I don't like that my camera's flipped the other way, so it doesn't.
No, that's
show
good.
you
That
guys.
works. Yeah, just hold it close. That's perfect. Awesome.
Yeah.
Retired
All
last
right.
year, says Swoosh.
All right, retired. All right, so that's one. Next card.
Luger.
Lex
Let's
Luger.
go.
Oh, now that's got to be another banger. Look at that.
That's a great
Fucking
picture too.
got him in the rack. Yeah, look at that. Look at that hair.
Oh my
God,
God.
late 80s and 90s were so awesome.
90s lettuce.
I mean, does this guy look like he's from Boca Raton, Florida, or what?
Also,
Yes.
surprisingly, still alive.
I believe he's like
He's hanging in there.
paralyzed. I think
Yeah,
he's in a wheelchair,
he's
paralyzed.
hanging in there. Yeah, yeah.
But yeah,
I think it's the internet is telling me he's a Hurricanes booster at this point.
Is he? Oh, all right.
He looks like a Hurricanes booster.
Got the Lex Luger fucking NIL deals going.
Yes, sir. Yeah, Swoosh again. Like Swoosh is just going to drop knowledge here. Still,
Yeah, he is.
Really impressive
he's
guy,
still
yeah.
alive but paralyzed. He says. So yeah, there you go.
Yeah. All right. Then we got Sid Vicious.
Jesus Christ, these are all gems. With the wettest hair in the history of mankind.
Oh, just everything is just greased up.
The
and
wettest possible
so much
hair.
steroids.
Oh.
I mean, look at that.
He's definitely dead.
Look at that steroid right there.
What does that say? I'm a fuel injected what?
Suicide machine.
Suicide machine.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ. Only in 91 could you put that on a card.
He's got the Dark Rider with an evil side and no other. Sid Vicious is the final member of the Four Horsemen. He's a potent adversary with the disposition of a blasting cap. The irony is not lost on his opponents, as his last name is Vicious.
Jeez. Died last year from cancer, according to Swoosh.
Yeah, not a fun death.
No.
No,
There's
that's back
another
Sids
one.
Also.
Back-to-back Sids.
Oh, how about a three-peat? He's got Stinger and a fucking like iron clutch there or something. This is a great set when they give you three of the
same guy in a pack.
Yeah. Oh,
there's
right.
Flair.
Nature
Let's go,
Boy.
dude. I was
Unfortunately, still alive.
I was gonna say how are these all bangers? But I was like, oh yeah, there weren't that many wrestlers.
There weren't that many wrestlers in '91.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, this is just WCW though. I mean, WWF.
That's fair.
They had bangers.
That's fair.
Pretty boy. 6'1", 245. God, the hair though. Another Flair.
It's
Yep.
insane.
Back-to-back.
How much I bet there's a third one?
How
Yep.
was he not? How did he not die of skin cancer?
That was all of them not died of skin cancer. Is it?
Fair
Well,
enough.
it's fake. It's probably
think
fake, right? Is it fake? Do you think? Some of that? A little spray
No,
on?
this is real
I
tan
think
back
it's
in the
real.
day.
Yeah.
Maybe steroids counteracts the skin
cancer. That'd be
possible.
But that'd be amazing. Like if we learn that from wrestling,
Hmm.
you
All
can get rid of skin cancer with steroids. Anabolic.
Arn Anderson, if you can
Never
see
heard of that
read
person.
that correct. This guy doesn't know who Arn Anderson is.
I sure don't.
Fucking like OG Four Horsemen guy.
Yeah. Yeah.
He was I didn't watch a ton of. He seemed very boring though. He's a very boring wrestler.
What's the back look like? Another fucking Arn Anderson. Why are they all back to
Is there-
back? That's incredible.
I don't know, because like I said, there's only like 5 wrestlers in this entire set. And he's from the Spine Buster and the DDT. That's his go-to moves.
All right.
Arn Anderson, still alive.
It's
Still
all right.
alive.
Good for him. Sure, there's a third one. Oh, nope. Some guy named Flying Brian.
Brian. Your wrestling name can't be Brian. It can't.
This looks like Brian Pillman, who is definitely not living anymore.
Here, hold it up a little
No,
bit
he
closer.
died in 1997. He died.
Flying Brian did?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Flying body press. Yep.
God, the good old names of, the next guy's name. Z-Man.
Z-Man. That's a head of hair, too, by the way.
I mean,
how long do you think he wrestled for?
Flying Brian had a heart attack. The night before he was supposed to fight or wrestle with Stone Cold Steve Austin.
Wow.
Stone Cold.
Was it actually Stone Cold at that point, or was it just Steve Austin? Where
Stone Cold Steve Austin, yeah.
He was like the surfer dude with the long hair, right?
Stunning Steve Austin.
Stunning
probably
Steve
back
Austin,
then.
that was it. Yeah.
Said he was extremely agile in the ring.
He definitely was. This guy was also
Booble
known
says,
as Mr. Minnesota, by the way.
Mr. Minnesota.
Z-Man. Yeah.
Booble says Arn Anderson created the Spine Buster, was a former Bengals player, apparently.
So he was a dirty player if he played for the Bengals then. Is that what we're saying?
He went on to be a wrestler.
Another great name here. A guy just named Terry Taylor.
Wait, hang on a second. Can you guys in the chat clarify what you're talking about? Pillman. Who's Pillman?
Brian Pillman. That was the Flying Brian.
Flying Brian Pillman. Okay, so
keep up, dude.
So Flying Brian was when he was part of the Hollywood Blondes with Stunning Steve Austin. Pillman pulled a gun on Steve Austin on live TV, and he was the Bengals player, apparently. So WCP says, watch the Pillman episode of Dark Side of the Ring. It's very good. Like he pulled a loaded gun on Stone Cold in the ring? Or is it like a prop or like...
I don't know. There's a lot of drugs and steroids going on back then. So.
Terry Taylor, still alive, by the way.
Okay.
All right. Good for Terry. How about El Gigante? Is El Gigante still alive?
El Gigante, he says.
This guy was drafted by the Atlanta Hawks because he's 7'7".
Oh. 7'7" is tall.
He Gigante, adios pelota, died in 2010.
Oh.
2010? All right. Well, longer than I thought.
This is such a great bit, King.
All right, how about this? There's no way this guy is alive. Look at this guy, Ricky Morton. No way this guy is... No way he is still living. Look at this fucking guy.
Look at the mullet. Oh, my God.
Oh, yeah.
Oh. Beautiful.
I'm waiting on King. Oh, we're changing colors here.
El Gigante apparently wrestled Undertaker as Giant Gonzalez at WrestleMania 9.
Support him.
So what's worse?
I think Ricky's still alive.
What's worse?
It's a nebulous search, but
worst nickname, guys: El Gigante or Giant Gonzalez?
Giant Gonzalez. Gigante was right there.
That's amazing. Giant Gonzalez.
All right, I think we're getting into the rare cards here. Look at that. See.
Okay. Oh yeah, the different color. Here you go.
Ooh, Steiner brothers.
Oh yeah.
Both still alive. Don't have to look it up.
No, we know that for sure. There's the other Steiner brother.
If you ever want to learn math, look at Scott Steiner doing his math. I don't even know how to describe that scene, but gosh.
Google it.
Great
googly moogly. It's the Steiners.
Yeah, they're all three sets of Steiner brothers.
Love it.
Yep.
Southern boys.
The Southern boys.
So the red ones must be like the tag team.
Tag team, yeah. Let's take a look. Tracy Smothers and Steve Armstrong, the Southern boys.
Love that.
They didn't try too hard back in the day, did they? Yeah. You just threw a cowboy hat on, and you're like, oh, they're Southern guys, right? They're Southern boys.
Do no harm or whatever.
It would seem they're both still alive.
Yep. All right, nice.
Again,
what about
nebulous?
Now here's a name, just Doom. Of course, the one black guy in the set, they name him Doom. Actually, it's a tag team.
Hey, real quick, guys. This is from Booble in our Discord. This is Giant Gonzalez.
Is that from A Werewolf in London, the movie from '93?
That's Giant Gonzalez.
Is he wearing a fake bodysuit as well?
Yes, he is.
That is something else right there. All right, so I haven't read. So the first two black guys here. How racist do you think their little write-up about these two guys are?
Extremely.
Are they going to call them? Brothers? Are they going to call them brothers? Are they going to say? Yeah. All right. Let's see. It's sleepy time for Blondie as the dreaded duo Doom literally puts the finishing touches on their poor bow. Every time Simmons and Reed enter the arena, there's bound to be a couple of wrestlers close by wondering why they didn't listen to their mothers and become dentists. Not as racist as I thought.
No.
Fairly respectful. Yeah.
Yeah.
So Ron Simmons, apparently Florida State legend, still alive, says Swoosh. So.
All right, and now we're into the green cards. Look like there's 2 of them. What do
by
we
the way,
think the green cards?
College Football Hall of Famer, Ron Simmons.
Really?
Allegedly. Yeah.
Allegedly.
All
Nice.
right.
All right. To the green cards.
I was not aware of that.
I don't know. Booble said it, so allegedly.
Ooh. And we're on to the ladies now.
Oh, are we in the Divas era?
We're in
Before
the Divas era. Yeah,
Not
we got
quite.
Miss Hyatt. Let's check out. Let's see. Of course, she's from Tallahassee.
Never heard of
Hobbies.
Miss Hyatt.
Thoroughbred horses. What a hobby,
I'll
Miss
bet.
Hyatt. She is the announcer. All right, so she's not a wrestler. She's the announcer for the match.
She's like the ring announcer. Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
And
she's
final
a
card.
ring announcer for wrestling, and then a thoroughbred horse trainer.
Yeah.
She is still alive,
That's a life.
and she is a frequent participant in American Civil War historical reenactments.
How's that possible? I don't think women were allowed on the battlefield. The Civil War.
She must be woke.
Yep. Those fucking
Gotta
woke
get rid of it.
Tallahassee,
DEI.
those woke Tallahassee girls, you know. All right,
Gotta get the DEI out of Florida.
Yep. All right, last card we got. And it's the same
It's the
lady.
same lady.
Missy Hyatt.
Missy Hyatt.
Her like sultry. Here's her sultry one. Actually, they're both kind of
She's trying.
glasses in the mouth.
Yeah. That
Yep.
looks way more 80s than 90s, I gotta say. Those 2 pictures.
91. I mean, it might as well be the 80s still.
Yeah, that's hair metal.
So,
Yeah.
She married hot stuff Eddie Gilbert.
Eddie Gilbert. All right,
Yeah.
that's a person.
Eddie Hot Stuff Gilbert. They're divorced.
Oh, okay. That's a shame.
There's a shocker too.
That's a shame.
All right,
All right,
and
love
we
it.
are done with.
Love it.
Now, if I find any other weird, interesting cards or other things like that, I'll bring them here.
Yes. Either bring them here or do like a separate thing, like whatever works, man. I think this was very fun, and I think this is a really good idea. Should I be telling you that like while we're doing the recording? Maybe not. Maybe it's better.
No, you shouldn't.
I think
Yeah.
it's great. I think it was great. I had a lot of fun. Okay, cool. Okay. Anything else sports related? We can just do our list right now and
I
hop
think-
out of here.
Hockey is currently going.
Hockey's happening.
Looks like the Coilers won in overtime. So that is a 2-2 series.
There you go. There you go. So hockey is happening, and as we've established, hockey playoffs, Stanley Cup Finals, the some of the best sports. Period. Like we've talked about it before. Like I don't watch hockey during the regular season at all. It's like that with baseball too. Like I barely ever watch baseball, but once the playoffs start happening, then it's like the best TV possible. It's so fun, and this Stanley Cup Finals has been fun so far. So, all right. Anything else before we do our list? Missy Hyatt.
Missy Hyatt.
One more showing. All right, let's do our list then.
Yeah.
Our list comes from.
Wait, was there any duck stuff? I mean, baseball, softball's done. Anything? I don't think we touched on anything, did we?
Here's a question for next week.
Next week.
Next week. Okay? So put it in your brains.
In my brain.
We'll just make it like an even 15 years. From 2010 to 2025. Because this week they announced that like Mariota, Hronis Grasu, are in the Oregon Hall of Fame or the University of Oregon Hall of Fame.
Right.
Okay? So from 2010 to 2025, just thinking caps. Who do you think should be in the Oregon Sports Hall of Fame or whatever, however they fucking call it? So just put that in your brain and go through the 15 years.
For a week.
Let that marinate for a week. All of you guys.
Okay.
Everyone.
And then we'll definitely remember it for next week.
No,
Like-
I put it in my notes.
Yeah. Okay. All right.
And by put it in my notes, I mean I'm doing it right now.
Yeah. because I just challenged you on it that we wouldn't remember. Yeah. No, I get it. No, I get it. Okay, so our list this week comes from Nathan FKD in our Discord. Again, Sports Brewery. If you would like to join our Discord, it's where we get our list ideas, movie suggestions, all that good stuff. It is a good time. If you listen to this podcast, watch this podcast, you should be in our Discord. It's fun. It's a good place. And it comes from Nathan FKD, and it is top 3 childhood TV shows. So not necessarily kids shows, but shows you watched when you were a kid, I guess. So we're saying like 80s, 90s for us. And
I was gonna say, when does being a kid end? Like, what are we putting?
18, like 18, let's say. I don't know. Does that work? Sure, right?
I mean, I don't have anything past like 95, so.
You know what I realized in looking into this is that SpongeBob started in 1999.
Also, how is Leon Draisaitl a name in hockey? Have you seen his last name? How is his first name Leon? Makes no sense.
Yeah.
Sorry. Just
good take.
Hockey talk.
Good stuff.
Leon Draisaitl. It doesn't make any sense.
Yeah. You should do like a tight 5, like stand up on it. You ever notice that Draisaitl doesn't make sense? What's up with that?
Why is his name Leon?
What's his
This is a
name
white guy
Draisaitl?
named. You ever met a white guy named Leon? I haven't.
I haven't. Okay.
I'm trying to think of a white guy named.
Nope. You can't.
Have you ever met a white guy named Leon? I haven't. What's the deal? The white guy's named Leon. How about Leon? Leon the Professional? How about that? Huh? It's a fucking movie about a white guy named Leon. What are we even doing here, King? What are we even doing?
But that doesn't count. He's French, so there's a little like thing over.
Yeah, he's Leon.
Leon.
Le professionnel. Leon. They tell you to say it. I know a white dude named Leon. He wrestles gators, said Booble. He actually does, like, for real. Okay.
I mean, if you are a white guy named Leon, I guess you have to wrestle gators.
You gonna wrestle some gators? It's all safe.
Shoot him. That's a blast from the past, too, if you guys know that line.
Shoot him.
Shoot him.
Fucking tree shaker. Shoot him.
All right, so our list from
that
Nathan
show is
FKD,
not on my list, by the way.
Our list from Nathan FKD in our Discord is top 3 childhood TV shows. Who would like to start? I got to say, picking my top 2 was fairly easy. Picking my number 3 was very, very difficult because there's like a shit ton of honorable mentions. Like,
oh, my honorable mentions are insane. Like, just off the top of my head, I went Clarissa Explains It All, Seinfeld, Daria, Sabrina the Teenage Witch, Saved by the Bell, and then I stopped with honorable mentions.
Like all
I was like,
that,
I could just keep going on. All that, Hey Dude,
so many,
so many. Camp Anawana, whatever that was called,
X-Men, Batman cartoon, like fucking the Beetlejuice cartoon was rad. All right, who wants to start? I can.
I'll start.
I can start because I had so much trouble picking my number 3. So number 3, it's like 1, I liked it and laughed at it and enjoyed it, but 2, it had like a personal thing for me too, because like my dad and I sort of connected on it, and it is Animaniacs. And so Yakko, Wacko, and Dot, they lived in the Warner Brothers tower. They just fucked with people the whole time. They had the song about like every capital, every country, all of that stuff. It's just I fucking love that cartoon, man.
Can you guys sing the Animaniacs like opening?
Oh yeah,
no?
It's time for Animaniacs.
Animaniacs.
We're zany to the max.
To the max.
That's
where I get lost.
Something in our slacks. We're Animaniacs.
Was it like ham in the slacks or something like that?
Yeah. So that's mine.
All right.
How about you
I
guys?
guess my number 3. I'm gonna go I'm gonna go Chippendale Rescue Ranger as my one like child cartoon.
So good.
I like that one.
Chippendales, Rescue Rangers, Chippendales with this danger.
You know it never fails once they're involved. Somehow whatever's wrong gets solved.
Chippendales. Oh,
such
man.
a banger. Oh.
Banger.
Dude, art like and DuckTales too, like art.
I was gonna say I picked the one of their, you know.
Sorry, I
like
might have jumped ahead. My bad.
It was like a 2-hour block of just banger after banger
after banger. Yeah. I gotta be honest. I love like Tiny Toons and shit too. Like I love that shit was so bomb. Okay, sorry. What's your
My number 3?
Yeah.
Little older, pushing the age limits, but it was Wings in the Summer on USA Network.
My guy.
Sandpiper Air.
Yep, Sandpiper Air.
Yes.
Just watch that block, go do something for a couple hours, come home, and all of a sudden it's Matt Berryhill, Tom Glavine, Mark Lemke, Otis Nixon, and the Braves are on. I didn't even turn the channel. That shit rocked. TBS USA Network, you molded me.
Thank you. Salute Ted Turner, right?
I would go home for lunch in high school, and USAM would have like Wings whenever I was home for lunch.
Wings and Coach, right?
And like, Coach was always around with it too. Yeah, so I'd always eat and watch
Dauber
Wings.
guy. Oh. Dauber was a real rascal.
Dude.
Dauber has made so much money. You brought up SpongeBob. That dude had made so much.
Oh my God.
Yo,
way more than what he made from Coach.
That should be a separate list. Is like stay home from school sick TV shows. Because it was those. There was like NFL films. Like I watched NFL films all day long, because it was just on ESPN because they had to fill time. It was before they actually had like talk shows all day long, and they just showed NFL films videos. It's fucking fantastic.
I actually wish they would have that.
The autumn wind is a pirate. You're like, you want to what? I've seen this a bunch, but yeah, I'm still into it.
I'm gonna watch the season breakdown of the New England Patriots before they had Tom Brady. Like, yeah, that's what I'm gonna do with my fucking sister.
I think the Steve Grogan guy got a bad break. Could have been a good QB.
Guys, Steve DeBerg was awesome, you guys. Like, oh.
hey, watch it, pal.
I was really into quarterbacks named Steve. I don't know what to tell you. All right, so 3s from the chat. Nutian says, Thomas the Tank Engine.
Oh, he's so young. He's such a baby.
You're like a young person.
Yeah.
AK-47.
If he says backyardigans, I'm absolutely throwing hands.
He's definitely going to say, he definitely seems like a Caillou guy, if we're being honest.
Oh, my God.
AK-47, the opposite end of the spectrum, goes with Knight Rider.
Hey, great show.
Banger. And
in a time where families gathered around on Sunday to watch TV.
Same with Swoosh McDuck, same era, A-Team. Another good one.
Wasn't an A-Team guy.
Yeah,
I didn't watch it a lot either. But...
Never been a fan myself. Yep. By the way, Stay Home from Sick shows. What's the? Jesus Christ! The one with Bob Barker.
Oh, Price is Right.
Price is Right. Yeah, Jesus, man.
So
it was in my head.
Press Your Luck was the better one.
Press Your Luck was fantastic as well. Yes.
Was that Whammy? Was that No Whammy?
Yeah, No Whammy.
Yep. No whammy. No whammy. No whammy. Stop. Yep.
There's a great documentary on a guy that like somehow figured out their algorithm on the thing moving around and won like $25 grand and might as well be $1 million.
He was counting chips, man.
Back in
look at that shit. Or counting cards, I mean. Yeah.
Counting cards, more or less, yeah.
Boobles number 3, Mighty Morphin Power Rangers.
100%.
I just learned that Bryan Cranston used to do the voices for a bunch of that. He was on the Smartless podcast, I think it was. Which one was it? I think it was Smartless. And he talked about how that's when he was starting up, that's how he earned his money before he was actually hired for Malcolm in the Middle and stuff like that. This number 3 from WCP, Salute Your Shorts. Yes.
We run, we jump, we swim all day. We run into
Sail on ships.
But this thing will last forever. Yeah,
Our
great show.
different ships? Is that what he said? Camp on
Something like that.
Awana. We love you in our
We
hearts.
hold you
And when
in
we think about you, it makes me want to fart.
It makes me want to fart.
Get it right or pay the price. Yeah. Ugly. Kevin. Let's see. Swoosh McDuck. The Price is Right would be everybody's number one. Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
Probably. Yeah. Okay, number 2s. It goes to me, I believe, right? Yes. My number 2 is Pee-wee's Playhouse. That's one of the few shows that was like appointment TV for me. Every Saturday, I would make sure to watch Pee-wee and then watch baseball and golf. By the way, when I was a kid, I used to watch golf. I would have a club in the living room watching golf and just practice my swing and stuff. I would do that with baseball too, and got in trouble many times for the no ball in the house thing. But yeah, Pee-wee every Saturday. It was like a perfect kids show. It really was. And they would, Pee-wee's thing started out as like an adult show in the Groundlings and stuff like that. And so there was definitely like elements of that woven into the show, but they never went too far or anything like that. It was just, I loved it. Lawrence Fishburne played the cowboy.
Okay, thank you for saving me. I was going to ask an awkward question about who was that famous black guy who wore the cowboy hat? Who was that?
And you were going to guess the wrong one, and it was going to be weird.
I was, yeah. Yeah.
Larry, he used to go by Larry Fishburne back then.
Yep, Larry.
Yep. All right. What's your 2?
All right, my number 2, I am going to go step by step. There was a lot of early to mid-90s sitcoms. Suzanne Summers and Patrick Duffy, I don't think you can get better mom and dad characters for a sitcom.
Make it better the second time around.
And they're on the roller coaster.
Yeah. Oh,
yeah. By the way,
and the weirdo who lived in a van in their backyard.
Yeah.
Who I think in real life became like abusive and rapey.
So you're probably thinking of Cousin Cody.
Yeah, I am.
He started. Maybe it was probably like the mid 2000s. Started making a bunch of weird the Substitute 5, and like action fight. Like he thought he was like a kung fu guy for a good while, and made a bunch of sequels to old 80s and 90s action movies.
Like American Ninja.
He's not that good. Can't replace Dudikoff.
Kind of sounds like American Ninja. All right, what's your 2?
My number 2, Living Single.
So good. The Living Single, hanging with Mr. Cooper, block that they used to play. Man.
Was the LL Cool J show in that era?
Oh, that show rocked, by the way. I don't remember what it was called, but it was on the WB or whatever. Yes. That show was awesome.
God, I can't remember the name of it.
Back when LL used to do this all the time. Hey, yo, baby.
I forget. I think he was he's supposed to be like a pro athlete in his.
I think he played for the Raiders. I think he played for the Raiders.
Yeah. And his sister came to live with him with her kids. I think was the plot of the show, if I remember right.
Yep.
God, it's killing me.
So good.
That show.
This is a good list, guys. Number 2 is from the chat. Swoosh says the 2-hour afternoon block of DuckTales, Darkwing Duck, Chippendale, and Tailspin. I mean that's 4. That's 4 shows. That's cheating, but it's okay. I'll give it to you.
Darkwing Duck also rocked. Yeah, for sure.
It did. Tailspin
in the House was the name of the LL show.
House.
I'm just surprised it wasn't in Duh House.
It was just not Duh. Is actually.
I'm just surprised because of the time.
Ran for 5 seasons.
We're gonna call it in Duh, and we're gonna make you adjacently a Raiders player because that's just what we're gonna do.
Surprised nobody said Tia and Tamara yet. I assume that's everybody's number 1, right?
It was a good show.
It was a good show.
Not mine.
More number 2s. Nutian says Rugrats. He's young. He's young.
Great show. It's a great show though. That was on Snick. I watched that with what was that? We talked about it before. The scary show that was on Snick.
Are You Afraid of the Dark?
Yeah.
Are You Afraid of the Dark? Man, what a capper! What a capper!
Yeah. My brother was huge into Rugrats. My little brother, and I would watch it with him. Rugrats was
Tommy Pickles.
Yeah. Let's see.
Was that Stuart Mandel? Wasn't he the voice?
Howie Mandel. That was
Howie Mandel. That's Stuart Mandel.
Yeah.
Howie Mandel.
Yeah, that's Bobby's World as well.
Stuart Mandel would be way cooler.
Also, that's Bobby's World.
I was like, shit, did he just unearth some... This is like the coolest unearthed gem ever. Stuart Mandel did the Rugrats? Was he in like college? This is awesome.
That was his first gig. Yeah.
Also, because I need to do this, that was Bobby's World, not Rugrats.
That's
Howie Mandel. Yeah. From the mind of Howie Mandel. Remember, like the opening, it would like open his skull, and then Bobby would come out on the big wheel. Yeah. Let's see. 2 from Booble. Are You Afraid of the Dark?
Yep.
Good times. WCP's American Gladiators. Yes. And AK-47, The A-Team. This is number 2. I never understood what people saw about the A-Team.
I didn't get that one. Yeah.
I liked the movie, so I'm guessing the show. I mean, it was probably old and shot shittily, but it was probably cool.
I would think you would be into the A-Team. It's like 80s, 90s, dumb action, like over the top acting. Mr. T was in it, like.
Yeah, I feel it was maybe just before like it might have ran out by the time I started.
Have you tried to watch it?
Shit. No.
Yeah, I kind of think you might like it.
Let's see.
It's kind of your style, man. I bet you could probably watch it somewhere. I bet there's a Pluto TV A-Team channel that you could just watch.
Gotta be honest, it kind of sounds like you're talking like a partner into like butt sex. So, I think
you might like it, man.
I think you might like it. It just kind of seems like in your character set.
My girlfriend and I saw you across the bar, and we really liked your vibe.
Yeah, just try it.
Yeah, ran from 83 to 86.
Want to save for it? We're gonna have one.
Okay, number ones. My number 1 is In Living Color.
God, how risque for you.
Easily my number 1. Like, by far. That I quoted that show so much, like Fire Marshal Bill, the Homie the Clown character, like the what is it? Hated it. Yeah.
Men on Film.
Men on Film. Thank you. That's what I was trying to remember.
You just stole my joke. I was hoping that wasn't mentioned, and I was just gonna say I did a rewatch. You want to know what?
Hated it. 2 snaps and a twist. My favorite sketch they did was David Alan Grier doing the Shakespeare reading of rap songs. That is, god damn it, that's so funny, and it holds up too. Ugh.
I think it'd be Calhoun Tubbs with his 10-second blues song. I wrote a song about it. I'd like to hear it. Here it goes.
Oh, it's so good.
I feel like that's a show though that was we think it ran forever, but there's probably only 2 or 3 seasons, and then everyone went to go make movies.
Oh no, everybody left. Yeah, and then they brought in Bobby Lee and Will Sasso and
I think you're thinking of Mad TV.
Yes, I am thinking of Mad TV. You're absolutely correct.
But they brought in the younger weight, Sean and Marlon. I think came in as
was that the soft launch of FX in Living Color?
I think that was straight Fox.
That was Fox, yeah.
It was straight Fox.
Because I remember I remember during a Super Bowl, Fox had a Super Bowl, and they did the halftime show.
Yes.
Was
that was
Living Color. Remember that? Yeah.
And if anyone is bored, look into NFL Super Bowl halftime shows. Yeah. The reason it's a spectacle now and why Michael Jackson did it the next year is because In Living Color on Fox, which did not carry the NFL, kicked their ass in the ratings. Everyone was like, yeah, that's better. This is entertaining. Yeah. Well, you're playing Paul McCartney or whatever the fuck they did in 91 or whatever it was. Yeah.
Yeah, that was awesome.
Yeah, that was a real thing. That's why the NFL decided to turn it into a specter, because In Living Color beat their ass on Fox.
Jim Carrey took a steaming pile on them in the ratings.
Yeah.
Yep, it does. It do be like that. All right, what's your one, Ski?
All right, my number one has the best intro, and it actually ran for like 150 episodes. Perfect Strangers. All I have to do is just watch the intro, and then we're set.
Yeah.
We're good with Balky and Larry for the next 24 minutes.
Yeah.
I'm blanking on the intro. Sing the intro.
Standing tall.
That's right.
Tall.
Yeah. Okay. Yep.
Rise or fall. Yeah.
Yeah. Gotcha.
In your wings. So good.
The rise of thunder. Yeah.
Nothing can stop us now.
And then he's like stuck in like a revolving door. Yeah.
Revolving door. Yeah.
What a gag.
He just
Balky. What a gag.
King, like both you and I were the same in that. Like that song was right here, and all we needed was that little intro, and it's like boom, there it is.
Yeah.
Bust that out for something. I knew it was in there for some reason.
That's fair.
All right, how about you, King? What's your one?
My number one, Full House.
I get it.
No, because I love it because it's the first thing in my mind where there's the theme song playing, and it's not chronologically. It's not because Perfect Strangers, just like we said, was before it. But it's like the first sitcom in my mind where there's the theme song playing, and everyone just turns around like,
Totally.
It gets me. Rascal. Like, great. Love it.
Has there been another show with so much weirdness out of the entire cast, like in real life? I mean, Stamos is like the normal one out of that entire cast. I mean, the Olsen twins, they went off, and Jodie Sweetin was like a crackhead. Candace, whatever name is some crazy, weird religious person.
Evangelical person, yeah.
Yeah, that one with what's his face, who became like the super weird religious dude, and Cameron Bure.
Kirk Cameron,
yeah, that one. Whatever the hell show.
What was that show he was on? It was in the 80s.
Trying to remember. I can't.
Family Ties.
Was it Michael J? Family Ties. Was Michael
Family
J.
Ties
Fox
is
on that
Michael
one?
J. Fox, right? That's different.
Okay. Is it?
I think.
Silver Spoon? Was that
No,
was
it's definitely not Silver Spoon.
Valerie Burt and Ernie. We got
but the crazy thing was
growing pains.
Growing pains.
Yeah. And that was with Alan Thicke, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Man, we need to get back to watching sitcoms with strong father figures.
Yeah.
And Carl Winslow, Bob Saget. Like, we just need strong father figures back on
Bill
TV.
Cosby,
on Friday, Bill Cosby on a Wednesday, Bob Saget on a Friday. Like, it's just wholesome stuff. It's just wholesome.
Good wholesome entertainment.
We're really missing that.
It's for the family.
Yeah.
No, but the crazy thing that pops up every now and then for Dave Coulier, apparently he used to voice over Richard Pryor. Because apparently Richard Pryor would shoot a movie and would not come back like voice work if they need to put so they would get Dave Coulier to come in as Richard Pryor.
No fucking way.
Stop it.
There's a clip out there.
Cut it out. No way.
In between Bang and Alanis Morissette, he was knocking out.
It's a hell of an era. It's
what a life.
Hell of an era. Wow. That's impressive. Okay, we ready for ones? Ones from the chat? All right, ones from the chat. Swoosh says MacGyver, the original series. Obviously. Nuttians, the Mike Bellotti Show. I like that. I used to watch that.
Baby.
I used to watch that too because the games were not on TV, so it was like the only way you could see highlights from the games. I used to record those on VHS. No joke.
I remember the Rich Brick shows.
Yeah.
Not really, but
let's see. WCP's Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. obviously.
Heroes in a Half Shell.
Boobles is Mama's Family.
Oh,
Now that's just
I love that theme song. And the Golden Girls in Mama's Family was a babysitter's that I used to go to when I was a kid staple. The dad, the father, whatever, his name was Keith. He suffered a really bad stroke and he was always in a wheelchair. And we just watched Golden Girls and Mama's Family all the time in the summer. Well, I was just, I don't know where her name was Karen. I don't know, whatever. But yeah, oh man, Mama's Family. What a great show. She was so snarky. Is that Carol Burnett?
So it was Carol Burnett. It was a spin-off from the Carol Burnett show with Vicki Lawrence, who played the Mama character. Yeah.
Vicki Lawrence, man.
Yeah.
She had a sharp tongue on her. Tell you that much.
No doubt. I think Harvey Korman.
Yeah, all the people from the old Carol Burnett
all the
show.
people from Carol Burnett show were on it too. Yeah.
And what was it? Tim something? Tim.
Yeah.
Was that a block with like Sanford and Son too, or was that? And
I think Sanford and Son. I feel like those are too early. No, come on.
Because Jefferson's came out after.
Yeah, so Vicki Lawrence.
Family, is that what it spun off of?
Yeah, Harvey Korman, who was Headley.
Blazing Saddles.
Headley in Blazing Saddles. That guy. Oh, he's so funny.
Tananism.
Yeah, right.
That's a drop for just two.
Tananism. I know. I still remember having the big voice guy do that for us. That was fun writing that for him to do.
Tim Conway. That's who
Tim Conway. Yes. So our last number one happens to come from AK-47, and it is The Cosby Show.
Hear him out.
Hear me out. Oh boy.
I mean, everything he learned in life, he learned from Bill Cosby.
That seems about right, actually. Nobody said Sesame Street.
Didn't watch it.
Putting that out there. I know how to get there. I just didn't watch it.
That show was too woke.
Yeah. It really was.
Green frogs.
Trying to teach me the alphabet? Get lost, losers.
Who wants to read? Nerds.
Oh, kindness. Fuck out of here. Yeah. I'll kick your garbage can over, you little green fucker.
Equality. Get out of here with that.
That's a big fucking elephant thing, hairy elephant, whatever, saber-tooth elephant, whatever the fuck they're called. Woolly mammoth. Get out of here.
You found it.
I found it eventually.
All right, so there's a whole bunch of honorable mentions here, and I'm just going to read through them real quick. So Airwolf, Hanna-Barbera cartoons, Looney Tunes, Transformers, Voltron, Gummy Bears, Wild and Crazy Kids.
Wild and Crazy Kids.
Guts. G.I. Joe. He-Man. Thundercats. Muppet Babies. Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood. Reading Rainbow.
Nerd.
Family Matters. Bozo the Clown. Keenan and Kel. America's Funniest Home Videos. Yes.
That was a good one.
Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. Guts. We already did Guts. That's right.
Yeah.
Double Dare. Let's see. The Ramblin' Rod Show.
Ramblin' Rod.
Pimp My Ride. Cops and Mythbusters.
Here's the thing now. If kids, are 10 or so, is their favorite show like a YouTube channel?
Yes.
Yes.
Do kids watch TV shows like that?
No.
And
No.
Right?
No.
Right?
It's all streaming. So the deal, every parent now, they just put the same thing on a streaming channel over and over again, and that's how they pacify their kids nowadays. I can speak from experience on that. It was finding a thing on Disney Plus or Netflix or whatever, and just playing the thing over and over again, because otherwise you get yelled at. And who wants to get yelled at by like a 5-year-old?
No, but like when you
Hard
turned
pass.
like 10,
Hard pass.
like when we turned like 10 and we wanted to watch, like we said, step by step,
YouTube.
those kind of shows. It's like, instead of watching that, you're watching like a Roblox streamer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No,
or a
like my
Minecraft
youngest.
streamer. Yeah,
like-
that's
My youngest is going to be a 6th grader next year. And the last show he liked, and he liked it for about a week, and it was an old show at that point, was Sid the Science Kid. If you don't know what that is, that's perfectly fine. But it was a thing. And then it was, oh, I can just watch weird shit on my tablet? Well, that rocks. I'm kind of done with you, TV. So
let's bring, like you said, bring back the dad, the sitcom dad, and bring back, family viewing. You need a 2-hour block where families can watch things again, right?
gonna make it great again.
Gotta make it great again.
We're gonna make those Friday nights
Can't be too woke.
better than before.
Get those DEI shows out of here. They could go to Netflix. Bring back the
Bob Saget.
That's what we need. Mary Kate and Ashley. I heard they had a crush on me when they were younger.
Oh, wholesome kids, good kids,
Good kids.
very white, very white.
I will do the last honorable mention on our list that I'm going to point out came from Nutian as well, and it is MXC Most Extreme Elimination Challenge. One of the
Literally never heard of it.
one of the best
I'm old.
one of the best TV shows ever made. Period.
Never
I
heard
think
of
it was a Spike TV.
It was
show.
Spike TV. It was
Yeah, so
it was based on a Japanese game show kind
it
of
was a
thing.
game show.
Yeah, it was called Takeshi's Castle, starring Takeshi Kitano, who is famous in Japan for being the star of like mafia action shoot 'em up movies, like seriously adult fucking movies. And he was the host of this game show that was the silliest, weirdest fucking thing ever, where people would just they wanted to compete, and whoever made it to the end won something or whatever. We never really got that from MXC, but
remember that show called Wipeout?
yeah, it was
That
very
was on
much like
ABC.
Wipeout.
Same
Yeah.
thing. It was like obstacle
okay.
course shit, and people just get destroyed. That was the name of the game with it.
Yep, and so MXC was like comedians. I think there was a couple people from Mad TV who started it too. Comedians dubbing over the voices. And it was fucking hilarious. They would come up with themes for each show, and it was so goddamn funny. It still is funny. That show holds up, by the way. I think you can watch it on Prime. It is so goddamn good. So if you ever feel like it.
I'll throw my last honorable mention. We're out of here. I brought it up in our Discord. The Iron Chef. Used to get real high and watch that in high school.
Yes.
And
I watched Iron Chef too.
That qualifies.
In our competition today, Farmers Market. There's just be every vegetable. How is that a challenge? They're chefs.
Say that again. Say that again.
Farmers Market.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Yeah, you got to check
Something
it
wrong with
out.
my
Yeah,
headphones.
yeah,
Sounded a little different that time.
yeah.
You got to check those headphones, bud. I don't know what to tell you.
Yeah.
All right, we good? Yes, sir.
Good.
Yeah.
Movie on Sunday is Hot Shots. Watch it. Listen to us talk about it. Hot Shots, what's that on? Hulu?
That was on Hulu.
Hulu, yeah. Hot Shots is on Hulu right now. Watch it. Listen to us talk about it. I'm going to remind you on Sunday what we gave Hot Shots Part 2, and we'll see if we like the first one better. I bet you we do. So, yeah, watch that on Hulu. Listen to us talk about it on Sunday. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening, guys. Love you. Bye.